Hello everyone, welcome to GKTodays live quiz for Polity. Today's lesson is on the Prime Minister. So let us begin. Consider the following statements with respect to duties of the Prime Minister according to the Constitution of India. Number 1. To make rules for the more convenient transaction of business of the Government of India and for the allocation among ministers of the said business. Number 2. If the President so requires, to submit for consideration of the Council of Ministers any matter on which a decision has been taken by a minister but which has not been considered by the Council. So which among the above statements is or are correct? And your time starts now. And the correct answer is B. Only 2 is correct. Constitutionally, making rules for the more convenient transaction of business of the Government of India it rests on the President of India. So constitutionally, it's a presidential duty. However, since the President is bound by the advisor of the Council of Ministers and the Prime Minister, it is technically the Prime Minister's job. However, constitutionally speaking, as per the Constitution of India, it is a duty of the President. So only number 2 is correct. Which of the following is constitutionally obligatory on the part of the Prime Minister of India? And your time starts now. And among the given options, correct answer is option B. The Prime Minister has to communicate to the President all decisions of the Cabinet relating to administration and proposals for legislation. This is enshrined in Article 78 of the Constitution. Which among the following bodies are headed by the Prime Minister? 1. National Integration Council, 2. National Water Resources Council, 3. National Development Council, 4. Interstate Council, and 5. Zonal Council. Your time starts now. And the correct answer is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So only 5, that is Zonal Council, is not headed by the Prime Minister. The chairman of the Zonal Council is the Union Home Minister and the chief ministers of the states included in each zone. They act as vice chairman of the Zonal Council for that zone by rotation, each holding office for a period of 1 year at a time. If any functionary under our Constitution is to be compared with the US President, he is the Prime Minister and not the President of the Union. This statement is attributed to who? Time starts now. And the correct answer is B.R. Ambedkar. The Prime Minister is at the heart of the Cabinet. Under the Westminster model or the British model of government, policy formulation and decisions on important matters are the responsibilities of the ministers. And despite the constitutional provisions of the Westminster model of cabinet government in India, the Prime Minister is the undisputed chief of the executive. Which of the following statement is correct with respect to the Constitution of India? Your time starts now. And the correct answer is, of course, option D. It shall be the duty of the Prime Minister to communicate to the President all the decisions of the Council of Ministers relating to administration of the affairs of the Union. This is again enshrined in Article 78. And although the Prime Minister can cause the collapse of the Council of Ministers by resigning, it's not a direct effect. Since the Council cannot function without the Prime Minister, it ends up getting dissolved. Assertion is that the Prime Minister of India can exercise control over other branches of the government through a coterie of advisors. And the reason is that the Prime Minister and his cabinet function on the basis of collective responsibility. And your time starts now. And the correct answer is option D, that is, assertion is false, but the reason is actually a true fact. So the Prime Minister and his cabinet and his Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the Parliament of India. The Constitution of India lays down that proposals for legislation are to be communicated to the President by who? And your time starts now. And the correct answer is Prime Minister. As per Article 78, the President may ask the Council to then reconsider such a decision. Who among the following called Prime Minister as the captain of the ship of the state. And your time starts now. And the correct answer is Munro. So this statement was made with respect to the role of the British Prime Minister, but it holds good for the Indian Prime Minister as well. As we all know, a parliamentary system is mostly based on the British parliamentary system. Who among the following became Prime Minister after being Chief Minister? And the options are 1. P.V. Narasimha Rao, 2. Charan Singh, 3. H.D. Devegowda, 4. V.P. Singh, and 5. Morarji Desai. And your time starts now. And the correct answer is all of them. So far, India has had 6 chief ministers who went on to become prime ministers. Our current Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi has served as the Chief Minister of the state of Gujarat 4 times between 2001 and 2014. Consider the following statements. The Prime Minister as the head of the Council of Ministers 1. Has a free hand in the distribution of portfolios. 2. Can reshuffle the ministers and ask any minister to resign. 3. Is bound by the advice of the ministers. 4. Advises the ministers in day-to-day administration of ministries. Choose the correct statements. Your time starts now. And the correct statements are 1 and 2 only. So the Prime Minister is not bound by the advice of his ministers, and although he doesn't directly tell them what to do or how to handle their ministries on a day-to-day basis, he presides over meeting and influences such decisions. That's all for this quiz. Do mention your scores in the comment, and if you like our work, please do like, share and subscribe. Until next time, goodbye and good luck.